Welcome guys, and SLR and SKS both have two rather hidden potentials, and this hidden potential can only be unlocked by clicking your mouse fast, because your damage with these weapons will depend entirely on how fast you can click your mouse, and click it fast enough, you'll be able to out-damage all assault rifles and SMGs in the game. So the way you find out how much damage you can do with a DMR is by going to the battlegrounds.party website, a really nice site that keeps all of the data for all the guns up to date for all patches. And here you can see like everything such as the weapon damage for every single gun based on the armor levels and based on the distance, because damage do fall off over distance. You can see the hits you need to kill. So let's say, for instance, a barrel on a level 3 vest shooting a guy 229 meters away would require you to hit him 6 times in the upper chest to kill him, and only 5 if you're right next to him. We can also see the time it takes to kill a player, which is really the most valuable thing here. So 0.34 seconds to kill a person using a barrel, a person that's using full level 3 by shooting him in the upper chest region. Now, if you use an SLR for this purpose, this drops down to 0.3, which is absolutely insane. But this requires you to click 10 times per second, because that is the maximum rate of fire of an SLR. So how do you find out how quickly you can shoot? Well, you go to this site called cpstest.org. Now, we're going to put it in the 1 second test here, because that's all you're going to be needing if you can click that fast. You click this area and you just click as fast as you can. So in just 1 second, I was able to click 10 times on my mouse while holding my mouse in a normal way, just as I would do in the game. Now, this would allow me, if I go back to the PUBG stats side here, I would be able to kill someone in 0.3 seconds using an SLR, allowing me to outperform every single full auto weapon, with the exception of the MK14 here, but this is also an airdrop weapon, right? Every single gun that you can fire in full auto is going to be outperformed by a rapidly clicking SLR. And this also goes for the SKS, because both of these weapons have the identical time to kill, with the small exception of shooting the belly region. And this is still the case if you fire at a level 2 gear player. 0.2 seconds is the time to kill with an SLR, clicking at 10 times per second as I just showed you. And again, this heavily outperforms all the other popular full auto weapons. So, clicking an SLR or an SKS does have a higher damage output than any full auto weapon that you can find, apart from the MK14, of course. So if you're not able to click at 10 clicks per second, which is honestly probably not something a lot of people can do, then at least go to the site, click on the 1 second test, and click at your pace, which might be like this. 7 times per second. Now, for 7 times per second, you're gonna need to divide 1 by 7, and then you have the time between shots. You then multiply this number with the amount of hits required to kill minus 1. So that means if you go to the SLR, for example, and you click on hits to kill, so you need 3 clicks to kill a player, but there's only a time between the shots between the first and the second bullet and the second and the third. So what you do is you take your number, in this case 0.14 seconds, and I just multiply this by 2. Then I get a time to kill of 0.28. You can then go to the time to kill tab and compare your number 0.28 seconds with any weapon. So we go to the barrel. You see, I'm barely able to keep up with the barrel, but I will be able to kill faster than an M416 in some situations. Not by hitting the upper chest, but by hitting the lower torso. So let's also calculate this for level 3. Selecting level 3 here and the SLR, and remember we're doing this still for these 7 clicks per 1 second, then you're going to be able to destroy a player using 4 bullets. So all you gotta do is take your time between shots and multiply that by, in this case, 3, because there's only time between the first and the second and the third, and the third and the fourth bullet. You multiply this by 3, and you now get 0.42 seconds. Against level 3, it's going to be difficult to keep up, because the barrel will kill a player in 0.34 seconds. If you had the clicks per second of 7, then you'll be able to kill that player in 0.4 seconds. So now we're kind of falling behind a little bit too much here. But if you do compare that with an M416, well, then you have the exact same time to kill as an M416. So the point is that clicking your mouse fast might be worth practicing, because if you can do it fast enough, you'll be able to beat all the assault rifles and SMGs in close quarters just by using an SLR or an SKS. Team Deathmatch is a great place to practice this, and I recommend spawning with an SLR and swap the hollow sight from your pistol to your SLR before you go crazy. I hope you found this video helpful, or at least somewhat interesting. And I also want to thank all of you guys for helping me reach 600,000 subscribers. Truly awesome. And I'll see you guys next time.